Hello, everyone. Welcome to this series of conversations we're having with different filmmakers at this year's 21st Vancouver Latin American Film Festival. I am Christian Sida, now programming director. I am here with Gil González Penilla, Mexican filmmaker from Tijuana, but now he's in Mexico City. But he's a Tijuanense filmmaker, one of the few. We show his first film, Los Hamsters, a great comedy. The Mexican Woody Allen, some people would call Gil. What year was Los Hamsters year? ¿Qué año?
Fue en el se estrenó en el 2015.
2016, probably we showed here in his new film. So this is almost 8 years later. So it takes a long time to make a film, but Gilberto's films are let's say they're big films. They're not like other films, more independent films or do-it-yourself style. Like we show different genres of films. This is a big film with big Mexican actors. You have the Mexican actor Alejandro Camacho, and which other names? I'm gonna be translating for Gil. So it's going to be a conversation in Spanglish. ¿Qué otros actores? Bienvenido, Gil. Welcome to our conversation.
This Gracias, Cristian. Gracias.
The trailer of this film here, which is called Amores Incompletos, Incomplete Loves, is screening on Tuesday, September 12th at 2 p.m. at Cineworks. And it's going to be our Noche Mexicana, Friday, September 15th, 8:45 at Cinematheque. Amores Incompletos is a comedy that takes place in La Baja, and we are very familiarized with La Baja here in Vancouver. Gil, de nuevo, bienvenido, welcome, and please introduce your film, your second film, this comedy, Amores Incompletos, Incomplete Lovers.
Pues muchas gracias por la invitación. Thank you for the invitation and hi to everyone there. Y pues esta es mi segunda película. Amores Incompletos. Es una película que tiene un casting muy grande, en el cual está Alejandro Camacho, Silverio Palacios, Joana Murillo, Patricia Bernal, José Meléndez. Y es un viaje acerca de un hombre que inicia el viaje desde Tijuana hasta La Paz.
I'm going to stop you there, Gil. So this is Gil's second film. He mentioned a few renowned Mexican actors as Alejandro Camacho that has been seen in many Mexican soap operas and other actors. And this is a journey, it's a road trip that goes from Tijuana to La Paz. So it's all La Baja California in the Mexican, in Mexico, of course. Continúa, Gil.
Y es de un hombre que está buscando a los amantes de su mujer a lo largo de toda la Baja. Su mujer fallece y él se encuentra un diario donde ella relata que tuvo 3 amantes y él decide ir a conocer a los amantes por toda la Baja California.
So this is the journey of a man who becomes widow, and after his wife passes away, he discovers letters where he finds out that she had 3 different lovers through all their relationship. He didn't know. So now he takes on to this journey to meet each of the 3 lovers that his wife had. This is the Mexican Woody Allen, you can see.
Bueno, ya quisiera. Y es una comedia, es una película, es comedy, es una comedia, y toca también los terrenos del drama, como una dramedy.
It's a dramedy, yeah.
Y que ha sido muy bien recibida acá en México por el público y por la crítica. Y ahora pues, vamos a presentarle a Vancouver.
It's a dramedy, as you hear. It's been very well received in Mexico, both by the audience and by the critic. And this is an effort from the festival to bring more. This is not Gil. This is an effort from the festival to bring more lighter themes to VLAF, more comedies. We have a complaint often that Latin American films they show, the sad life of Latin America, which is what sometimes we have. but also I'm very grateful that we're showing Amores Incompletos. And Gil, where, as I say, your previous film, Los Hamsters, which is really a great comedy that you should watch. It takes place in Tijuana. Very few films takes place in Tijuana. Where can we watch Los Hamsters, Gil? In the world, ¿dónde de Los Hamsters?
Creo que está en Apple, no en Apple, en iTunes.
En iTunes, okay.
Y búsquenla ¿cómo se llama? En Amazon. Está por renta.
Okay, in Amazon you can, okay, perfect. You can watch it. You can watch The Hamsters, really.
Por renta.
You're gonna like it, and then you can watch now during the festival this film. So Gil, so this is a journey in La Baja. What was it like? How was it to film in La Baja? The scenarios, like it's a great place still to discover in Mexico, all that area. So how was it? How do you have also the idea to take on this journey? La idea, enseñarnos los paisajes.
Sí, te entendí. Desde que la escribí, como soy de Tijuana, siempre la imaginé allá en toda La Baja. Me era muy difícil escribirla y situarla en México y hacer el viaje desde aquí de México DF. Eso.
I always, because I'm from Tijuana, I always thought doing it in La Baja, it would be very difficult to do the journey from Mexico City to Tijuana, for example.
Y para mí lo que tiene La Baja es un lugar impresionante en cuanto a la luz que tiene toda La Baja, los espacios, la vegetación, todo el tiempo va cambiando, hay desierto, hay mar, y para mí todos estos espacios aportan a la película porque van empequeñeciendo al personaje.
Okay, so for me, La Baja is what Baja is very special about is because it's lighting, the light, and all the different vegetation, the desert. So all the landscape, all the Baja, all the scenarios make a film. I mean, it's a very part of the film, and they are so great in a way that they make the main character small.
Y el personaje, entre más se va alejando de su lugar de origen, de donde sucedió todo, de punta a punta, más se acerca a respuestas. Entonces, para mí, la geografía, incluso de toda La Baja, pues creo que jugaba muy bien con este viaje que hacía el personaje.
So while the character keeps getting farther and farther from his point of beginning, he's finding more answers. So that's also, can we say, a metaphor? Puede ser una metáfora between what he's finding and the journey and what the La Baja is showing us also in the film. And what was the idea from the script came from? Cuéntanos de la idea de hacer el guión. ¿De dónde vino la inspiración? The inspiration.
Pues fíjate que básicamente cuando yo estaba escribiendo, yo tenía otro proyecto que estaba intentando levantar, que se llama Huevos Divorciados, pero no caía el dinero. Entonces, en un acto desesperado de llevar años buscando financiamiento, paré de buscar ese dinero de esa película y decidí que tenía que escribir otra.
So for many years, I was looking for another film for another project called Huevos Divorciados, Divorce Sunny Side Ups. That's a Mexican podcast. And it just didn't take off. I wasn't getting the funding, so I decided that I had to make another film. I decided I had to write another script for another film.
Y me metí a mi celular porque ahí hago anotaciones de historias y encontré ahí un texto pequeño que decía que a un hombre se le muere su esposa y se entera que después le fue infiel.
And then so I searched into my iPhone, which is where I write some ideas, and I saw an idea that I had for a long time ago. It was a news, something on the news that says a man becomes a widow and he finds out his wife had a lover. ¿Sí, verdad?
Sí. Y literal me puse a escribir con esa idea pequeña el guión en 2 meses y básicamente lo que quería contar es la búsqueda de respuestas a través de la ausencia. O sea, cómo un hombre puede llegar conocer a su esposa, pero sin que ella esté presente.
So literally, I started to write that script about how a man can find I miss how a man. Empezaste a escribir un guión, you start to write a script about cómo un hombre,
Busca respuestas a través de la ausencia.
how a man searches for answers through the absence.
O sea, sí, básicamente esa es la premisa con la cual quise abordar este guión, pero con un tono de comedia, porque pudiera parecer un drama muy fuerte.
Basically,
Para mí el reto era la comedia.
Basically, that's how I wanted to approach this script, both with a tone of comedy, because it sounds like a very strong subject, but actually it's a comedy. Gil, so talking about the sad films from the Latin American reality and talking about your comedy, and me saying there are not a lot of comedies from Latin America, how come you are focusing in comedy in a region where not many people is focusing in comedy, something that you always like when you were a filmmaker, you always like this kind of films? I love this kind of films.
En realidad, todo lo que he hecho siempre es comedia. Me gusta mucho la comedia porque creo que es como un vehículo en el cual llegas muy directo al espectador y reflexiona a través de la risa.
I always done comedy, and I really like comedy because it's a tool that you can get to the spectator, you can touch the spectator by creating a smile, by laughing.
Y aquí en México generalmente el cine que se hace es muy polarizado. O haces comedias muy comerciales o haces cine de autor.
And in Mexico, sometimes making cinema is very polarized. Some people make these commercial comedies or author cinema, so the two opposites.
Y lo que siempre he querido intentar hacer con mis proyectos es que naveguen entre un cine de autor y un cine un poco comercial, que sea como agradable también para el público.
And I always wanted to make in my project cinema that can go through author cinema and commercial cinema that can be enjoyed by the audience.
Y para mí, o sea, hacer un cine más duro y de realidades que ocurren en el país no es algo que me interese de momento, porque creo que es algo que vemos todos los días en las noticias y prefiero hacer cosas más digeribles.
And to me, to make cinema that is more hard according to what the reality is, would be more something that it doesn't interest me at this moment. It's something that we can see at the news and we can find it very easy.
Y así es como dice Amores Incompletos.
And this is how I go to Amores Incompletos. So we're not gonna say more because we want you to watch the film. You have the synopsis here in this website where you're watching YouTube, but this is finding the page of Amores Incompletos, Incomplete Lovers. You can also watch a trailer of the film. It's right here. You don't need to hear from us. The trailer says it all. And enjoy this film in the two screenings. Gil, if you would like something to add para emocionar a la gente, why would people choose see Amores Incompletos?
Porque es una película muy humana que toca temas, que toca las fibras de las personas y estoy seguro que van a reír, la van a disfrutar y también incluso van a llorar.
You should watch it because it's a very human film that touches people's vibes and you're gonna laugh, but also you're gonna cry. Gracias, Gil. And maybe you come to Vancouver, maybe you don't. Pero thank you for allowing us to show this beautiful film. Gracias, Gil.
Gracias a ustedes. Gracias, Cristian.